Okay guys, so let's start with the positive news. We've got Kaspa meetup that is happening on October 16th, and that's going to happen in Sydney, Australia, and the host is Mr. Luke Dushia. I hope that I have pronounced his name properly, but he's a Kaspa's global ambassador, and just throwing it out there, you know, a little bit of a positivity before we are going to look into dashboard. So guys, if it comes to that, well, market cap is sitting at 3.3 billion USD, and just in general nothing really has changed 24 hours in terms of next reduction, etc. So guys, first of all, this video is not financial advice, and do your own research, guys. Okay, I'm just a random dude. My name is Luke, by the way, and I'm sharing, well, basically my opinions on this market. And now let's have a look at 4-hourly time frame for Kaspa. So guys, these are the levels that I was basically telling you to watch, right? These are going to be good levels to, well, pretty much accumulate Kaspa if Kaspa is going to dip into these levels, right? And now the momentum is still going towards the downside, and that's on 4-hourly time frame. But we have to look at a daily time frame, guys, and let's have a look at what's going on from the standpoint of zoomed out picture, right? So from the standpoint of zoomed out picture, Kaspa lost the support, right, which I believe is very important, and the next technical support, which is very, very important support in my opinion. Let me just grab it in here. I would say probably a zone of 12 cents for 9. Okay, so hopefully Kaspa is going to get supported, well, for the bulls, right? However, for those that are believers, if this support is going to be broken, I believe that, you know, we've got a little bit of a support, you know, in these levels, 10 cents, but then the next huge one potentially could be even 5 cents. So, well, I'm not saying that this is going to happen, guys. I don't personally think so, but it definitely could. Okay, so it all depends if you have conviction and if you would like to, well, accumulate Kaspa at such low price levels. That's obviously short term, guys. This is a daily time frame. I still do believe that market, well, is going to go towards the upside, but obviously, you know, things like, you know, short term time frames obviously are happening, and trades are happening as well. And also, guys, on a daily time frame, Dixie is pumping to the upside, and this is something that we don't want, right? We want this thing to go towards the downside if we want our crypto to pump, right? Obviously, there is inverse correlation between these two charts. And now, looking at the daily time frame, nothing is really happening. Yes, we do have a little bit of a, well, let's say bullish momentum for certain altcoins, but obviously this is nothing, right? We are waiting for much bigger pumps, right? So let's have a look first of all at overall market for BTC, and don't worry, we are going to get into Kaspa soon. So this is Binance, right? And this is how market is looking like on a daily time frame. So looking at liquidity for BTC, BTC is currently dropping towards these levels, right? So 61,583, and I believe that what is going to happen for BTC is that we are going to see 61k, probably flashing all of that liquidity. And now looking at the zoomed out picture on a weekly, this is where we are sitting at for BTC's liquidity. Okay, so the market can dip to that 59k again for BTC, right? And where is that going to drive the price of Kaspa? Well, I believe in this particular occasion, Kaspa can pull back. Let's actually have a look at Kaspa now, right? So like with Kaspa, we are not going to see such a huge difference, right? Because Kaspa, well, doesn't do so many volatile moves, right? And people are not going long or short like crazy, right? Just like with BTC or, you know, any other coin that is basically pumping or seeing any type of a momentum. However, it doesn't mean that Kaspa can still be a monster, you know, this cycle. I still do believe that Kaspa can see some bullishness, obviously, this cycle. Anyways, looking at short term for Kaspa, we can see that lots of liquidity is going to be flashed in here, and then Kaspa might gonna gear up towards the upside. So let's have a look at the weekly time frame for Kaspa, and let's see what we can expect from the weekly time frame. So this is what's happening, guys, right? So basically 12 cents, right? So this is basically what I've just showed you on the chart, right? We've got this 12 cents. This is very important support, and I do believe that Kaspa is going to go towards these prices. So if you guys are going to set up your limit order in here, I'm pretty sure that you're going to be happy, although this is not financial advice, guys. Let's go back to Kaspa's liquidity, and coming back to the liquidity heat map, I believe that once Kaspa is going to dip into these levels following BTC that I've just showed to you, we could potentially see Kaspa coming back to 14, 15 cents, so on and so forth, in a matter of week. Let's see if these theses are going to play out. This is all based by looking at liquidity in the market, right? Because people are seeing these volatile moves and they are basically betting too late, I believe. So as of yesterday, guys, we've got $18.6 million of outflows for BTC, but this is obviously nothing. This is just yesterday. So now guys, even if short term BTC can, you know, dip a little bit more and Kaspa can dip, you know, slightly more, something to remember is that BTC still haven't seen that parabolic move. Okay, and well, in that parabolic move we can still see some pullbacks, right? So this is, well, I believe quite good projection, right? Because this is what's happening, right? This is the parabolic curve pattern. Let me actually zoom it in for you guys. So we've got base number one, right? The first leg up, then you got the second leg up for BTC, then you got the third leg up, and then you got, well, potentially fourth, right? And more, right? So where we are at the moment, right? We are going to gear up towards, you know, another pump, let's say 90,000 per charts that I have been showing you, you know, for weeks now from different X accounts, and then probably we are going to see some pullback, right? I'm not exactly sure to what prices, but this is how the overall model is going to look like, right? And then probably the last violent pump, which stands for euphoria, and you know, lots of Jeffries, well, apologies, nothing personal, but lots of Jeffries are going to jump into that euphoria, and then the proper sell-off and the start of the bear cycle, right? So guys, everything here is just a short term, but obviously I believe lots of liquidity is going to hop into, well, BTC first and then other projects, right? Because if I'm going to look at, well, this chart, this is basically total crypto market cap that it's excluding top 10, right? So this is a daily, whoopsie doopsie. By the way, this is bear flag that we can see happening very soon, as you can see on RSI here on a daily for the overall crypto market, and MACD is also dipping, right? So we've got another confirmations on a macro chart, but that's obviously me coming back to short term. Now let's have a look at the weekly time frame, ladies and gents, and as you can see, stochastic RSI is showing us this, that can potentially be a pullback, okay? But I believe that at some point this is going to break, right? So even if we are going to, let's say, go a little bit up and down in here and experience a little bit of more shakiness towards both directions, price, we're gonna have to make up its mind. Well, altcoins are going to have to make up its mind and then shoot either towards the downside or upside. But of course, in this particular scenario where we have bullish catalyst, increase of the global liquidity on the markets, and of course presidential elections and overall Q4, right, based on the history, October, etc., is very, very bullish for crypto, right? So guys, in my opinion, price is going to go here. I mean, all altcoins are going to go towards the upside. However, I guess the patience is key in this market. Ladies and gents, stay safe and peace and love crypto.